Hello, and welcome back to the Blind Ninja 1704's accessible gaming stream this Wednesday evening. I'm Blind Ninja 1704, otherwise known as Fraser, and for the final part of our accessible gaming evening, we're going to be focusing on Fortnight on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So when we started off this evening back at 7 o'clock, we played Fortnite on the Xbox One X. We then moved on to playing Fortnite at 8 o'clock to our gaming PC, and now we're going to be on until 10 o'clock running it on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So I'm Blind Ninja 1704 and I run a charity called Triple Tap Tech, and we provide advice, help, support and training to anyone with a visual impairment in accessing all forms of technology. So that can be anything from listening to an audiobook all the way through to latest smartphones, tablets, PCs, laptops, MacBooks, you name it. We can sort of provide advice, support and training sort of on it. Part of what we do is we're focusing on accessible gaming for people with visual impairment, so basically playing computer game for people with low and no vision, and how we can sort of make games more accessible. So one of the games that I first started playing probably over a year ago now, when I was first getting into sort of gaming after losing my eyesight, was actual Fortnite, playing it on this PlayStation 4 Pro. So there is a few things we can do in the settings to make it more sort of accessible. So I'll go in and we'll talk through these again. This is pretty much going to be quite similar to the ones that are on the Xbox, and we'll sort of just walk through these first, and then we'll go in and we'll play the games, and I'll just explain the strategies that I use for sort of playing games such as Fortnite. Another thing to sort of bear in mind is, if you're watching this, you're obviously watching this on Twitter now, so thanks very much for joining me. You can also get these videos what we posted later on to our YouTube channels. That's just Blind Ninja 1704, so just search for that on YouTube. And again, with the two channels, if you could like, subscribe, share and all that jazz, it'll be just rosy, and it sort of helps get the information out there that just because you have a visual impairment doesn't mean that you can't play sort of games. There are ways to sort of play games and that. Another sort of fantastic resource that we've got at the minute is our website. So that's tripletaptech.org, and that has a whole host of sort of material on it, for everything from how to get accessibility features out your smartphone or tablet, to our new accessible gaming section, which has reviews of different games on it, reviews of equipment, the accessibility that's built into different consoles. And one thing that we're looking for is actually use out there in the VI gaming community to send us sort of reviews on games, equipment, etc. that you use to sort of help your gaming experience. If you can send them just sort of through our website at tripletaptech.org, we'll be more than happy to publish them. So, shall we begin? So if we just go into the settings, again here we've got the brightness, so playing around with that, I'll have to set this to about 120, bring it in line with sort of the Xbox setting on it. Well, again, there we can sort of choose different contrast in that there, so we'll just kind of leave that where it is. I always have a wee play about with that bit and see what sort of gets the game more visual and more comfortable for you to play. Now the colorblind mode, that just changed different ways that the cars sort of look to. So just the same sort of with the Xbox ones there, you can go through and sort of select it so the cars are easier and more comfortable for you to see. Now, moving on to motion blur, as I always said on the PC and with the Xbox version of the game, just turn it off. It just adds, for me personally, it adds too much onto the screen and it takes away from what I'm actually able to sort of see on the screen, so I just have that turned off. We go into this one here now. So, yeah, so what to do now is with the movement, we want to auto open doors, so that's on. And we want to auto sort consumables to the right, so that's good, that's on. We move it on to the next setting. Well, we'll turn it back on, shall we? So the HUD scale, so that's the size of the information that appears in the heads-up display. So basically the information that you need to play the game, such as your health, your weapons, your ammo, etc. So I tend to keep it at 100%. I found that sort of increasing the HUD size takes away sort of the valuable detail of the screen, so you aren't able to sort of concentrate so much on what's happening on the screen as it's hidden behind the HUD. So you can go through these, you can turn on and off ones you need. One of the ones that I tend to turn off is the minimap. So the minimap basically shows you a top-down view of what's happening in the game and where you are in relation to the large Fortnight map. But it's up in the top right hand corner, and with the size of it and the details on it, it might as well not be there for me, so I can't sort of make heads or tails of it with the vision that I've got with. So I just turn it off and take it away from the screen. So just have a wee look through these, turn on and off ones that you'll need and ones that you don't need. Next one to sort of go into will be the sound. So again, play a bit with the music with the ones up there. The one that I'll sort of go for here is the 3D audio or 3D headphones. So if you've got it connected to sort of any pair of headphones, a lot of them have sort of 3D technology built into them. And again, it just helps you to realise what's going on round about you through sound. So if somebody's sort of sneaking up behind you, hear their footsteps coming from behind you. If they're maybe hiding in a bush to the right of you, again you'll hear the leaves rustling and stuff like that. So it just makes it a wee bit, just adds sort of another level onto playing the game, and lets you use your hearing so you can roughly know where your opponents are. So other things that you can do in the game, so I've got this playing on, so the setup I've got now with this is playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro connected to a 65-inch 1080p TV, and I've messed a bit with the actual TV settings, and I've got it playing on sort of a grayscale, so no colour black and white mode on it. And again, I just find that sort of makes games more comfortable for me to sort of play, and helps me get that sort of any additional details and that I can from the screen. Me personally, I'm registered blind, so I've got no sight on my right eye, and on my left eye I've got just a wee tiny bit of central vision, so I can see sort of shapes and shadows, but I struggle to see sort of sharp details and stuff. So the best way to describe how I sort of play computer games, it's like watching a TV through a steamy mirror. So I can see the shapes of what's going on, but not any real detail. So we shall begin the game now. So just while we're waiting for it to load up, if you can sort of like, subscribe, share to both our Twitch channel that this is streaming on the now and our YouTube channel, that would be fantastic. And if you go and check out our website, tripletaptech.org, we've got a lot of resources on there. And the one thing that what we're wanting, if you've got any sort of games you want us to look into more detail, or produce videos and that on, and the accessibility of them, how to make them accessible for gamers with a visual impairment, then just let us know. You can send us an email through the contact us section in the website. What we're also looking for is sort of the visual impaired gaming community out there. If there's a game that you really like playing, why not create and send us a review about it, and we will quite happily publish that on our website at tripletaptech.org. So we've got quite a lot of content when it comes to accessible gaming, and we're adding to it all the time. So I have to admit, I've not actually played Fortnite on the PlayStation for quite some time. So when I usually play Fortnite, I play it on my Xbox One X. But the good thing about Fortnite, doesn't matter what sort of system you play it on, the map's still the same. Not going fishing today. Just came off sort of playing Fortnite on the PC for a previous stream there, and sort of the contrast in it with playing on keyboard and mouse and the control pad. I just sort of really struggle with the keyboard and mouse one of it, and it's just the fact that I'm not sort of got that much experience on it. And I know you can sort of plug you can plug the PlayStation or the Xbox sort of controller or connect it to the PC. Good night. Still got it on the PlayStation, that's good. Just where I've got some health here. Any other weapons we can sort of take? I'm going to take that assault rifle, I think. Yep, that'll do me. I say, when playing these games, especially when it's sort of you against online players, I'm always just happy when I can take out sort of one person of that. Anything else is really just a bonus. Just sort of run around the desert doing absolutely nothing today. Yeah, so I'd love to also sort of hear about what games you're all playing sort of at the moment. And also, what games do you like us to sort of focus on when it comes to the streams that we're doing? Would you like us to sort of focus on a specific type of sort of genre of game, such as maybe say RPG games, racing games, fighting games, first-person shooters even? We can certainly spend some of the Wednesday evenings sort of going through them all with you. Me personally, I quite like playing the Final Fantasy games. Completed Final Fan. Start again there. Completed Final Fantasy 15 not so long ago. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't sort of the best Final Fantasy game out there, but I did enjoy it. I had quite a good story on it. Now I'm sort of went back to the old school days when it comes to sort of playing Final Fantasy games, and I'm playing Final Fantasy 5 on the PC. So Final Fantasy 5 came out in roughly about the mid 90s, and it was the first ever sort of Final Fantasy game that I played. So I thought it'd be quite interesting just taking a wee sort of wander down memory lane with it. Also completed Final Fantasy 7 Remake on the PlayStation 4, and I'll say that's a decent game. When it comes to sort of fighting games and that as well, quite like playing Soul Calibur 6, and both myself and Graham, who's sort of a totally blind gamer, regularly play Mortal Kombat 11 too. I have to say, but Graham usually sort of kicks my ass when it comes to the game, so yeah, that's what it is, ain't it? So I'm going to be able to snipe one of them, but also not. So there's quite a lot of action going on there, so what I'm going to do is try and get to the high ground here and see what we can, let's see if we can take anyone out. Got you. Right, now these wee guys are going to try and shoot me. Where did you go? Damn it. Oh well. 6 I think they're not too bad. Not too shabby for first go on the PlayStation. For some time I should say. So yeah, if you could sort of like, subscribe, share and all that jazz with this channel, that would be sort of really good. Also, if you could do the same with our YouTube channel, that's BoyNinja1704. And again, that would just help us to sort of get the word out there about accessible and visual impaired gaming. I don't know why, but I sort of find more sort of comfortable playing Fortnite on the Xbox One X than the PlayStation 4 Pro. Don't know why that is, but The settings sort of the same. In fact, I'm going to have a look there now, just in the control pad settings. What this maybe what it is. Okay, let's see if this maybe works a wee bit better. That's the thing with these games as well. A lot of time it's just sort of messing around with the settings just to get them to work for you. Everybody's got a different way of playing these games, so. Don't forget, you're sort of more than welcome to join in playing along with me sort of during the weeks and that. I do sort of the accessible gaming stream every Wednesday night from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. But I'm also sort of playing whenever I've got some free times and that during the week too. So if you'd like to sort of play along with us, then just add me to your friend list. That's just add YNinja1704. I'll quite happily play along with you, talk about sort of accessibility in games, and try and do what I can to help you with any sort of issues that you might be having. So the game tends to be a wee bit sort of darker here than now, so I'm just going to go up to the top of this bit where I know there's a chest and see if we can get sort of any better guns. I've got 2 machine guns and a shotgun. The gun that I sort of prefer using in this one is the assault rifle. That's sort of my weapon of choice for this game. And when it's dark like this, I really struggle to try and see people in the distance. So I tend to try and keep where possible when it's dark like this into sort of closer combat scenarios. Also, I've not got any ranged weapons, so it's not exactly good, but it is what it is. And that's what kind of keeps this game quite interesting, is the fact that no two games are sort of ever the same. Just not want to give me any weapons that I'm wanting. The game's out to get me, that's what it is. Still can't believe I've not seen anyone yet. Come out, wherever you are. Got you. Guy's aim was almost as bad as mine there. Let's just go a wee wander, I think. Car coming behind us there, I can quite hear that. What was that? Where's that coming from? What a shot. I'm proud of that one. Also some ammo for my attack rifle there. I think in here's been cleared out by the looks of it. Yep, it has been. That's okay, got some. I think going to head towards some higher ground now. So again, it's nice and bright, so this is where I sort of really enjoy playing sort of Fortnite. If you hear gunshots come from that direction, if I can see where they were coming from. Let's go down a bit closer and see. Yep, definitely hear gunshots coming from there, so it's... It's just too much concentration for me. Damn it. Okay, another game. That was just far too much concentration. Start to strain my eyes there playing. So hopefully we've got this back to the same settings that's on the Xbox. I'm a bit disappointed there's no sort of chest in there, but there's not. Okay, let's see what sort of trouble we can find in this round that we're playing. Nice wee sneaky kill there. But you know what, I'll take it. So that guy's obviously came in here and got this bit now. So yeah, I think Fortnite's one of the games where the more you play it, the better the game sort of becomes. So again, it's quite slightly dark here, so what I'm going to do is try and keep out of the sight of other players. It's just where I really struggle to see things in the distance. Can't seem to find anyone in this game. There's somebody else up there, yep. Cool, so I'm not sure if that was the guy at the top up here. So we'll go up and we'll have a wee wander and see. I think it might have been, to be honest. Yeah, I think it probably was. I'm not 100% sure where that one came from. Shall we be patient with this one? Yeah, I think we will be. Typical. Let's see if we can just take her out with a shotgun. I have to say I'm quite chuffed with that one myself. Where the hell did the tea come from? Alright. So I think what we'll do is we'll play one more game of that, then we'll call it sort of quits for tonight with the Wednesday live stream of Accessible Gaming. But just before we sort of finish up in the last game, if you'd like to sort of subscribe, like and share this sort of Twitch channel sort of far and wide, that would sort of be really good to help us get some notice of how visual impairments, how being visual impaired can play games. Also with our YouTube channel, we probably sort of how to sort of guides and that on there, and how to make sort of games and that more accessible. So if you could pop over there, like, subscribe, share and all that jazz, that would be sort of really good. And also check out our website at tripletaptech.org. And there you'll sort of find a whole host of different sort of resources on there, everything to help with accessible gaming to accessibility and other devices. And if there's any games that you'd like us to look into further, you can always send us an email through our website at tripletaptech.org. Oh, pretty good with range of guns there. So good. Thought I could hear fire on there. Maybe not. So yeah, I'm just sort of having a wee wander about here.
Party Royale Radio. Everyone wins.
Okay, so I can definitely hear gunshots here, so that's good. That means people are at least about. Gotta go up here, get some high ground, and maybe use the snipers we've got. It's nice and bright anyway, so it should hopefully. Oh, I could hear gunshots there, can't actually seem to find anybody. Oh well. We'll just go higher anyway. Where is everybody? Hello? We'll go and chase some down, why not? Right, so there's the other guy that tried to kill us there. Not quite happy with that, that's quite a good one. Now going to run to where we need to be going to. This way. Ah, great, getting dark, guess we're going to struggle a wee bit now. Come on, get light. Ah, damn it. Yeah, well. So I think we're going to call it sort of quits there for tonight. So that's sort of near enough 10 o'clock or just by 10 o'clock. So thanks everyone for sort of watching. We'll be back on next Wednesday at the same time, 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. If you like sort of game with us during the week or in between the times, then just add us White Ninja 1704 to your friends list. Take care everyone. Cheerio, bye.